Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the JavaScript polyfills and shims. So today we'll be discussing about understanding Object.defineProperty and Object.freeze. Right. So Object.defineProperty, basically what it does, it defines precise property behavior. Right. And what does Object.freeze does? Then it creates immutable objects, improving the reliability. Again, I am telling Object.defineProperty basically defines precise property behavior. And what does Object.freeze does then? It creates immutable objects, improving the reliability. Right. So let's see. Let's try to implement these properties with the example. First, we will go with using Object.defineProperty. Next, the second example, let's see how to freeze an object by making use of Object.freeze. Right. Initially, let's try to implement Object.defineProperty. I'll just consider empty object here quickly. So I'll just come here and let me give here Object.define property. Right. So let's pass object here, nothing but obj. Also, let's pass the prop within the strings. Then further what we will do, let's pass some value, and let's give the writable this one. Let's set the writable to some boolean value, either true or false. Right. So in my case, let me give value anything. I'll just give here 30, and let me consider a writable. I'll just give this one false. We should not be able to modify the further values. So I'll just give here false. Let me log here Object.prop we have considered. Right. So writable, I have set this one to the false. If I give here, if I set Object.prop equals some value, any value, if I give here 100, this should fail silently. Right. So the only output that we need to get here is 30, the first value that we have set here. So while I log Object.prop, I have to get value 30. This has to fail silently because I have given writable false here. Right. Let's see. Let's try to run the code. So here, unexpected token, this one. Oh yeah, we are making use of this one, right? Within the object writing. Yeah. Let me run the code again. Yeah. Now we are getting the output 30, which is absolutely correct. I'll just quickly explain what I have done here. Define property, Object.defineProperty, what I have used here. This basically adds the property with the controlled descriptors. Again, I'm telling this adds the property with the controlled descriptors. Right. So then what is writable doing here? Writable false we have set here. Right. So this one prevents the modification as I have said. So again, if I give here, we are logging Object.prop. So already we have the value. So we are getting 30. So again, if I try to initialize Object.prop to 100, will not get anything because this is preventing the modification. Right. So the concept of this one, Object.defineProperty, is completely clear, I hope. Next, we'll be seeing another example how to freeze an object by making use of Object.freeze. Right. Well, quickly delete this one. Let me come here. Let me make use of something like frozen object. Hope this makes sense, the variable name. So I'll quickly give here Object.freeze of here. Let me consider name something. I'll just give here name Bharadwaj. Right. Next, what I'll do, I'll just come out of this. Let me log something here. I'll just quickly give console log of I have considered frozen object. Right. Yeah. I'll just pass this one. Frozen object dot inside this one we have given name. Yes, I'll just give frozen object dot name. So if I log now, this one has to give the output Bharadwaj. Now if I set this one to frozen dot name, this one if I set to updated, still this fails silently because we will not get the output, or this will not get initialized to updated because we are making use of the freeze property. Right. Basically, I'll quickly explain what I've done here. Freeze Object.freeze, what we are using here, this prevents any modification to the object. So we cannot modify further. So this basically what it does, it prevents any modification to the object. So basically properties, this is immutable, this becomes immutable object and the properties cannot be updated, right? So this miserably fails here in this case. So the output we need to get here is this one, object.name we have passed here, right? Console log of frozen. So we have to get the output Bharadwaj. Let me run this one. Yeah, we are getting the output Bharadwaj, which is absolutely correct. So the concept of freezing an object using the object.freeze and using object.defineProperty is completely clear. I hope nothing but we saw the concept of understanding object.defineProperty and object.freeze, right? I hope it is completely clear. Next we will discuss on this one, advanced date and time handling in the JavaScript. So for now this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.